So we're doing it again, y'all. Right now, Black folks are all over AI. We're creating fire content with ChatGPT. We're building businesses with all these tools, Claude, MyBot, all those things. We're always early adopters, power users, the culture that drives what makes tech cool. And just like every other wave, we're about to get played again because while we're busy being the best consumers AI has ever seen, somebody else is cashing the checks. So let's talk about what's happening. AI is the biggest wealth transfer opportunity since the internet itself, except this time it's moving way faster and the stakes are even bigger. I'm talking about tech that's going to touch every fucking thing. Who gets jobs, who gets loans, who gets into college, who gets pulled over by the freaking cops. You know, they're using that facial recognition stuff. Who gets their medical symptoms taken seriously. You know we got issues with that already. And what are my people doing? Mostly we're sitting in the audience while other folks are writing their script. And so check this out. The numbers are brutal. Black founders get less than 2% of any venture capital funding. At the big AI companies like OpenAI, Google, DeepMind, and Anthropic, and other places like that, Black people are barely visible in leadership, if at all. The people building the future of AI do not look like us. And they've been getting stupid fucking dumb rich doing it. Meanwhile, we're the ones training their algorithms for free every time we use their products. Our data, our culture, our creativity is all getting fed into these systems and other people profit from that. That's gotta sound familiar to y'all. We've seen this movie before. Remember social media? Black Twitter basically created the culture that made Twitter valuable. Black creators turned Vine into a cultural phenomenon. We drove engagement on Instagram and we made TikTok what it is. We made the platforms cool and worth billions. But who got rich? Not us. Jack Dorsey got rich. Mark Zuckerberg got rich. Elon Musk got rich. The professional investors that funded those guys, they got stupid fucking dumb rich. Meanwhile, Black creators who made these platforms culturally significant, we got followers. Maybe a few brand deals if they were lucky, but no equity and no ownership. We built the culture while they built their wealth. And now AI is the same damn setup, except it's moving way faster and with much, much bigger consequences because AI is not just about entertainment. It's about damn near everything. It's going to touch everything. This is why ownership matters. I need to be clear on something. I need to be clear about what I'm talking about when I say ownership. I don't mean just having a good job at an AI company. I mean starting or investing directly in AI businesses or into the businesses that makes the stuff that AI businesses need. Because that's where the real money is, owning that stuff. I mean owning equity that can turn into tens of millions of dollars when those companies succeed. That is the difference between a good salary and a $5 million return on your investment. That means owning equity in AI apps and in AI infrastructure like servers, chips, data centers, cloud platforms. The infrastructure is the unsexy stuff that makes AI works, but that shit still prints money. The people who own AI companies make billions. They're going to make billions of dollars. The people who work for them will make good salaries too, maybe a little equity from their stocks. But the people who only use them, mainly Black people, we're going to pay subscription fees, and that's it. So which one of those do you want to be? First of all, the money is mad crazy. OpenAI went from 0 to $150 billion in valuation in basically 3 years. AI startups are raising tens and hundreds of millions of dollars. Wealth is being created right now that will set up their families for multiple generations. And if Black folks aren't in those ownership positions, we're watching another opportunity to build generational wealth pass us by again. Secondly, these systems are already biased against us. We know how bad facial recognition is with darker skin. The hiring algorithms on LinkedIn, other places, they screen out Black sounding names. Healthcare AI is trained on data that excludes Black patient information. When the people building AI don't look like us or answer to us, these are not bugs, they are features. Ownership means we can demand better. Without ownership, we're forced to just ask nicely. Third, AI will decide who gets access to everything. Who gets approved for a mortgage? Who gets approved for a credit card? Who gets accepted into schools? Who gets hired? Who gets medical treatment? Who gets surveilled by the police? If we don't own or control these systems, we're at the mercy of their algorithms. And their algorithms are making decisions about our lives. And you know they don't have our best interests at heart. Fourth, they're building wealth with our data. Every time you use ChatGPT and all those other ones, you're training it. Every image a Black creator makes, every prompt, every interaction is data that makes these systems better and more valuable. We're doing the work and they're getting the rewards. There are two things holding us back right now. First is the knowledge gap. Most of us don't know that we can invest in these companies directly while they're still young. Most of y'all, because I know that. Secondly, y'all are scared to take risk. That fear makes sense kind of on the surface, but if you're the first in your family to make good money, and when people depend on you, taking that kind of risk can feel irresponsible, but playing it too safe is exactly why we stay behind. These internal barriers combined with the external ones, they create a perfect storm that keeps Black folks locked out of ownership. But the barriers aren't impossibilities. And Black folks have been breaking through impossible barriers since forever. The bottom line is, we need to get aggressive about this right fucking now. Not 10 years, not 5 years, right now. If you got tech skills, stop waiting for permission and start building. If you got money, start parking it in index funds. Start investing in tech companies. AI is happening with or without us. And the question is whether we're going to own a piece of it or we're just going to rent access to it. Every day we wait, the ownership structure gets more locked in. The early investors and the founders are already getting rich, and the wealth gap is getting bigger. I know y'all heard about the racial wealth gap. It's big as fuck, and it's getting bigger every single day. We should be excited about AI because the technology is fucking incredible. But excitement without ownership, you're just being a fucking excited customer. That ain't no fun. That ain't no good. Black folks, we've been customers for far too long. If we keep playing that same customer role that we played in every other tech revolution, we're going to wake up in 5 and 10 years wondering why we're behind even further. This is the moment. Not tomorrow, not next year, not next month, but right fucking now. While AI is still young enough for people to build or own a piece of the next big thing. So get in the game.